We know you're excited to start sharing Plexus. But before you post, let's take a look at some tips that will make sharing easier and more effective. Any statement you make about the Plexus products or business opportunity is called a claim or representation. The right claims help you set realistic health and happiness expectations when you're sharing, which helps keep your business healthy. As an ambassador, anything you post about Plexus on social media is considered an advertisement. That means the claims you make are subject to advertising regulations created by Health Canada. Don't worry, by following a few simple guidelines, you can make sure that your posts are always good to go. Let's take a look at your latest post together. When my daughter asked me if she could join the hockey team, I remember the look on her face when I told her we couldn't afford it. I was worried about paying for groceries. But just a month later, I no longer need to worry about buying groceries, and I'm able to enroll Addison in hockey, all because of the opportunity with Plexus. If you're struggling like I was, and you want to make 6 figures by the end of the year, let me know. It's a great start, but there are a couple of things to remember when making income claims. Make sure you're setting realistic expectations. In your post, just a month later implies that you earned significant income in a short period of time and that others can do the same. This is probably beyond what the average person can generally expect to achieve based on our income disclosure statement. Try replacing just a month later with now. This sets a more realistic timeline expectation for anyone else looking to start their business. Also, to make sure you're setting realistic expectations. You should include this disclaimer anytime you make income claims. Second, avoid making income guarantees and extraordinary claims. Remember, there's no income guarantee with Plexus. Your success is up to you. Your post says, if you want to make 6 figures by the end of the year. Suggesting someone can earn a 6-figure income is so extraordinary that it cannot be qualified by a disclosure of generally expected results and should not be used. Instead, refer to earning potential without talking specifics. You could say something like, if you want to start a business, or would you like to make a little extra money? This allows you to openly share about the opportunity without limiting someone's options. Let's double-check to make sure we've followed all the guidelines for making an income claim. Make sure your claim is setting accurate and realistic expectations and is accompanied by the Plexus Income Disclosure Statement. Avoid statements that include timelines, since everyone works at a different pace. Do not use extraordinary income claims that include large earnings or lifestyle claims, including reference to or photos of opulent houses, expensive cars, etc. Fantastic! Now you have a post that follows these important guidelines and shares everything you love about the Plexus business opportunity. Share away! Writing a post about your favorite Plexus products? Great! Let's double-check it together to make sure it stays within our sharing guidelines. I remember when I used to wake up and already feel tired. I would need 3 sodas a day and a nap just to make it to dinner. I felt overwhelmed by depression. Those days are in my rearview mirror thanks to these incredible products. I now have the energy to enjoy each day thanks to Triplex and Active. Want the same results? I can show you how. It's important to share how our products can help others, but just like with income claims, product claims need to follow our Plexus sharing guidelines. First, never make any drug or disease claims connected to Plexus products. You cannot imply that they treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. In your post, when you say, I felt overwhelmed by depression, you imply that Plexus products may have helped treat or cure depression. Because this is a disease, we cannot say this. However, Active does help with energy production and cognitive performance. So you could say, I felt exhausted all the time, making it hard to get through the day. Speaking of product benefits, the second product sharing guideline is to only use claims listed on Plexus-produced marketing materials, such as our catalog, information sheets, and website. Each product has its own approved claims, and products cannot be grouped together to create claims. When you mention a product, connect it to a Plexus-approved benefit. Your post says, I now have the energy to enjoy each day thanks to Triplex and Active. Triplex consists of 3 products, Slim, ProBio CA, and BioCleanse. Energy is not a claimed benefit of either of these 3 products, nor can we group them to create a claim. What products are you taking that help with energy? Then that is what you need to share. Let's change it to, I now have the energy to enjoy each day thanks to Active. Here's something else. Your post says, "Want the same results?" But here's the problem. You cannot guarantee certain results from the products because every person's body is different. So instead of saying, "Want the same results?" you can ask something like, "Who's looking to improve their health?" That way, you're inviting them on a health journey without implying that their results will be the same as yours. Your post is looking great. So remember, when making product claims, make no drug or disease claims, and be careful to not even imply them. Only use claims listed on Canadian Plexus-produced marketing material, such as the catalog, info sheets, and website. Never guarantee or imply results. Every person's body is different. Whenever you share the benefits of Plexus products, make sure that you're separating and associating claims to their respective product. Perfect! Now your post shares product benefits while following all the right guidelines. Happy sharing! The sharing guidelines aren't too bad, right? You're doing a great job of sharing the right way, but there's one type of claim we haven't discussed yet: weight loss and weight management. Are you about to share something about weight loss or weight management? Perfect! We can take a look at it together. I've been struggling with my weight for as long as I can remember, and nothing was working. Then I found Plexus and have finally started taking control of my weight. Over the last month of using Plexus Triplex and Plexus Lean, I've lost 20 pounds and I've never felt better. Do you want to lose 20 pounds or more too? Join me on this health journey. You do a wonderful job of telling your story, but there are a couple of things we can tweak to make sure it follows our weight loss and weight management guidelines. I have a question for you. Since you started with Plexus, is taking Plexus products the only thing you've done to help you lose weight? That's what I thought. People who lose weight fast or who lose a lot of weight are usually not just taking Plexus products. They're also following a healthy diet or a new exercise routine. With this in mind, the first guideline is to give your potential customers and ambassadors accurate expectations about Plexus and weight loss. To do this, you need to include every aspect of what contributed to your weight loss story. Give a more complete picture in your post by saying something like, "Using Plexus Lean and following a new exercise routine, I have lost 20 pounds. Also, it's important to avoid making substantial weight loss claims. Statements such as, "I lost 100 pounds" or "I lost 20 pounds in a month" are misleading, since most people will not experience that substantial weight loss. Keep in mind the approved claims for each product. Plexus Lean can help with weight loss, and Plexus Slim and Slim Hunger Control can help manage weight and support healthy glucose metabolism. Don't forget, you can't group together product claims, so your post should say something like, "Supplementing 2 meals a day with Plexus Lean and following a new exercise routine, I've lost 20 pounds." These updates are looking great. The next thing we need to remember is this: you cannot guarantee results. Weight loss is very personal and requires not just our products, but also hard work and proper nutrition. Instead of saying, "Do you want to lose 20 pounds or more too?" say something like, "Are you struggling with your weight too?" This opens up the opportunity of a weight loss journey to your audience without guaranteeing results. The final step is to always end with the weight loss disclaimer whenever you share about weight loss or weight management. If you're talking about lean and weight loss, you should use the following. If you're sharing about Slim or Slim Hunger Control for weight management, make sure to include the disclaimer. So whenever you're making a weight loss claim, you should keep these guidelines in mind. Share your entire weight loss story, including changes to diet and exercise. Avoid substantial weight loss claims or suggesting unrealistic weight loss over a short period of time. These are misleading since most people will not experience substantial weight loss quickly. Never guarantee results. Every person's body is different. Whenever you share about weight loss, use the weight loss disclaimer. And whenever you share about weight management, use the weight management disclaimer. Nice job! You've got a weight loss post that follows all the sharing guidelines. You're ready to go! By following the sharing guidelines for income, product, and weight loss claims, you can feel confident when sharing your Plexus experience with your friends and family. Here's to healthy, happy sharing!